Sneak peek, Grand Warden on Clashed with Ash. Hey guys, Ash Lane here. Today I am genuinely really excited to share today's sneak peek. It is Grand Warden. That's right, that's the name of the new hero in Clash of Clans. And today we're going to discuss everything offense related to the Grand Warden, or GW as we'll soon be referring to him, I'm sure. You can see there the artwork is pretty cool. He's like some ancient wizard type guy. You can see on his platform it has the shield. Let's get into a lot of his information. There is a lot to get to here. He has a passive ability and an active ability, and he has 20 levels. This is a max Grand Warden that we're looking at right now. Now they can be set to ground or air, and we'll get to that in just a second, but let's go over his DPS and his hit points. A max Queen has 1630 hit points. He has 2000 max, and a level 1 Barbarian King has 120 DPS. He has 110. So think of him this way: he is a little bit weaker than a level 1 BK, a little bit stronger hit point wise than a max Archer Queen. So he's mainly going to be used, it seems like, in a supportive role. Now let's go ahead and watch him in battle, and we'll discuss his abilities that he brings to the table here. By the way, look at that new troop overview screen with the extra hero and the extra donated spell, which you can see here is going to be another earthquake spell. So we have 4 earthquake spells. We have 3 heroes now. We can still have room for 2 freeze, 2 rage. Wow, quite a lot of new possibilities in terms of army flexibility. So it's going to be a normal go-wee wipe here with a few P.E.K.K.A.s and a few witches and 3 golems. And what we're going to do here is use the hero, use the Grand Warden with the troops. His passive ability is called Life Aura. Now that is active all the time. That huge ring that the hero has around him right now, that affects all the troops within it. And what it does is it gives them a significant buffer in hit points, and it allows them to be, obviously, withstand more firepower defensively. So that does not affect the Warden himself. But this does. This is called Eternal Tome, and it basically, this is the active ability. This is what you can actually level up. Now this grants full immunity to all the troops that turn gold and are affected by it. Now troops affected by this Eternal Tome can be healed even if the Inferno Tower was previously targeting them before they got that aura. So what that's going to do is it's really going to change a lot of meta strategy. Now you can actually protect hogs, for example, that are being targeted by the Inferno Tower when you use that ability. Oh my god, so many possibilities. Now the upgrade tree information on this hero, the Grand Warden, is similar to the upgrade tree on the active abilities of the Archer Queen and Barbarian King, meaning that it is first active, the Eternal Tome, at level 5, and then it upgrades at level 10 and 15 and 20. Now, ground versus air settings. Like I said, a lot to get to here. I'm going to be quite a few mouthfuls of information to get to you guys about this Grand Warden. I'm pretty excited. So, ground versus air. Now, when you're attacking, you can see he's set to ground now. When we're going to watch the next raid, he's going to be on air, and you can toggle that depending on the army and how you want to use him. So there's some flexibility there on the attacker's end. The attacking behavior, this is the first time we've ever seen a purely supportive troop. Now, what do I mean by purely supportive troop? Well, he's going to go ahead and follow along the troops with the highest hit point density. So he's a smart, clever fellow, this guy, this old wise Warden. And what he's going to do is he's going to make sure he's not going to just randomly go follow a goblin. He's going to stick with the denser, heavier, high hit point troops and protect them, which is obviously more important. Now, he's also a smart attacker. What he's going going to do is he's going to notice what the other troops around him are attacking, and he's going to act in a supportive role behind them, attacking the same unit. If you place him all by himself, he'll just pick a random unit. But if you place him with a bunch of other troops, he's not going to target the closest thing to him. He's going to target what everybody else is targeting. Now, he is a very fast-moving hero, so he's going to be able to maintain pace with your army no matter what the army is. So, like I said, quite a lot to get to here. This is really, really exciting. So, like I said, he'll assist other troops. That's a first. He is not affected by his life aura. That's the one that gives the hit point buff. But he will be affected by the Eternal Tome, which is essentially, a tome is a big spell book. That's what he's holding, in case some of you weren't aware. So he's going to be using that, and that will affect him. So it will grant him immunity as well. That 3, I don't know how long it was. We haven't received the official numbers as far as how long the seconds are. We can't see that upgrade screen just yet, but in probably a week or two, we'll definitely know exactly what he carries with him in terms of upgrade potential. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at him on the air setting. So one important thing to mention about the ground setting before we get into this next raid, the ground setting, he's the first hero who, when set on ground, he will actually jump over walls. Okay, let me repeat that. When he is set to ground, he will not shoot into walls or get stuck behind the troops. He will actually jump over walls, similar to the heroes do already when they're in your base. When they're defensively, obviously the queen on defense can jump over walls. Well, he can do that on offense. So no more lagging behind, no more crazy AI issues. Grand Warden, like I said, a pretty smart dude. Now, did you notice that air indicator before the battle started? That was like a little, I don't know if it was a leaf or something, but whatever it was, a feather, a leaf, that'd be interesting. But it could have been like a little feather, but that indicates that he is on air setting, and what that's going to allow him to do, as you can see, is he's going to be an air troop the entire raid. Now, he is active just like he acts, just like an air troop would act. So he sets off air mines, air bombs, stuff like that. He's also targeted by air defenses and not targeted by cannons or ground expos when he's set on the air setting. So really performs kind of like a healer would, I guess, in a lot of ways when he's set to air. Now, you'll notice in both these raids, we actually use the normal heroes kind of in a supportive role towards the end, kind of trying to shoot for that 3-star. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can already kind of brainstorm quite a few options at 3-star potential using different type of army compositions. I mentioned that hogs might be viable for the first time in quite a long time, now that you can heal them through Inferno Towers with that Eternal Tome ability. And obviously the hit point buffer, you guys saw, you might want to rewatch this one a few times. It was pretty dramatic. You know, that's a high hit point buffer. You saw those golems in the first replay? They wouldn't go down. I mean, he was able to take out that town hall without any hero support pretty easily. Now let's go ahead and end this video just watching the Warden go ahead and take out this town hall with a few new witches. So it's going to be the town hall supported by that Inferno Tower, and we're going to cover the level 3 witches supported by the Warden, just so you can see him in action, maybe closer up on the side here. So it's going to be, so we'll use 5 witches here, and you can see we're going to just use the Warden himself. So the witches are on the table there. You can see once the Warden gets placed, you can see how fast they're going down, and a significant buffer there to the skeletons. They're going down a little bit slower than they did previous to the Warden landing on the ground, and obviously the witches are also protected. So a lot to get to. Like I said, guys, I'm going to have so much information coming up, and more sneak peeks still on the way as well. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I will be covering tons of Town Hall 11 Grand Warden strategy on offense and defense coming up soon on my channel. So guys, thanks for watching. As always, take care. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Just a few ways you can help the channel out. Number 1, like. Number 2, subscribe. And number 3, comment. Tell me what you think of the video. I really appreciate it, guys, and it really helps me out a lot. Also, you can find me on social media. I'm active every day on Twitter at @clash_with_ash, and on Bindle chat group #ClashWithAsh, And as always, you can find me on my website at www.clashwithash.com. Thanks, guys.